One of the focuses of the book, and the thing that I think people will take away the most, is sticking to the essentials, the things that they need to understand, not going too far into the details that most people don't need, so that they can be efficient in their time, the amount of time that they're spending reading versus actually using and producing with the software. And also, I think they will gain a lot of time. They'll be able to focus on the quality and the speed of the software, be able to get things done quicker and be more efficient. The book is really written for people anywhere from the very basic through some advanced users. The very first chapter I call Mental Ray Essentials, and there I focus on just the core items that people need to know. Oftentimes with a user, just because a setting goes to 10 doesn't mean that that's useful or effective or going to give you better results. Usually it's just going to take more time. So I try to point those things out, not to go too far. There's some core elements that people need to understand about color correction, and Chapter 1 focuses on that, goes through that in some detail. It's a newer workflow and essential to getting the kinds of images and the color images and the brightness of the images that you need, and then some basics on indirect illumination. Because indirect illumination is probably 80% of all the illumination that you see. When you have a direct light in a room, strikes a surface, as soon as it strikes a surface, everything you see and everything that is propagating through the room is indirect illumination. And reproducing that effect is very, very important. Mental Ray does make some techniques fairly easy to use. It's another one of those things where just because it goes to very high doesn't mean that that's useful. So I try to focus in my training and also in the book in explaining what the setting does, how it works, how to be efficient with that, techniques to store the data and reuse it so that you get a very fast and a very clean indirect illumination. One of the things that you do a lot as a 3D artist is troubleshoot. You're always trying to figure out why the light isn't working right or why the material doesn't look right. And one of my focuses is to take a look at, here's something that isn't working right. It's got spots on a glossy reflection. Explain why that's happening and what you need to do to fix that, and also fix that in a way that's not going to take 6 hours to render. Changing some settings can fix that and then also give you a very fast result. A great portion of the book and a great portion of my experience that I've tried to put into the book has been related to troubleshooting.